Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. Welcome to the Melanin Makeup Masterclass Q&A. Full transparency and story time. I recorded this last night, did live, everything. I thought things were going great, but when I watched the replay, it hit me that because I had my cell phone and my computer running at the same time right next to each other, it was messing with the bandwidth and the playback is hella janky. And as my good friend Michaela says, I ain't no janky chick, and so I don't do janky stuff. So I decided to hop back on for this impromptu redo of the Melanin Makeup Masterclass. But to be honest, as long as people have questions, I'm here to answer them. So I just want to make sure everyone can hear me okay. I don't even know if anyone will be watching, but I hope that in the playback that you're able to hear me and see me and that this will be a much better experience than it was last night. So, for those of you who do not know who I am, my name is 𝗠𝗲𝗋 Professionally, I am known as the Grave Woman. I am a licensed funeral director, a licensed embalmer, insurance agent, death care educator, and sacred grief care practitioner. I am a 10-year veteran in the death care industry, plus some closer to 13, 14, 15 years. But I'm also the founder of the Black Death, Grief, and Cultural Care Academy. And I am extremely passionate, if you cannot tell by the content on my Instagram, on my YouTube, and on my Facebook, and all other platforms. I am extremely passionate about and dedicated to Black death care. And because of that, and what I'm about to share with you in just a few moments, I have created what's called the Melanin Makeup Masterclass, and it is geared towards death care professionals who are interested in ramping up their their skills for caring for Black decedents and melanated decedents. So, why is this important? This is important because as death care professionals, it is our responsibility, especially as embalmers and those that care for the bodies of Black and other decedents, that we create positive and as aesthetically pleasing memory pictures for the family members and communities of those that have passed on. I, as a professional, have seen and heard horror stories about Black decedents looking like ghosts in their caskets, or about cosmetics not being matched properly to skin tones, creating traumatic experiences for Black families. And that is just not what we want to do as professionals. In addition to that, I am convinced that when we look good as death care professionals, it makes us more confident, not only in our ability to serve families, but in our ability in the embalming room as well. Those of us, I know you've heard the saying, when you look good, you feel good. And especially for those who vibrate with feminine energy, cosmetics are a big part of that. So knowing how to apply cosmetics and wear cosmetics in a way that is not only professional, but that makes us look and feel confident is very important. And so, what I decided to do is to combine those two theories into this 2-for-1 masterclass. Why is this important? Again, the cosmetic industry is a $1 billion industry. And as light as you take it, end of life and death care professionals, when we are doing restorative arts, we become a part of that cosmetic and beauty aesthetic industry. And not only that, when we don't know how to care for all decedents that could potentially walk through our doors, we're putting the reputation of our funeral homes, of our staffs, and us as professionals on the line to be ridiculed, to be given bad Google reviews, and for that word of mouth to spread like hot fire that our loved ones, when I say our loved ones, Black decedents, did not look good when we see them, or do not look good when we see them for the last time. In the Black community, one of the first things that we ask when someone passes away is, who got the body? And the reason that we ask that is because we want to know and feel confident in the way that that loved one is going to be cared for and the way that they're going to be presented back to us. Again, this is vitally important for the reputation of the funeral home and for us as professionals. So, the Melanin Makeup Masterclass is a two-part, 2-for-1 at this point. Sorry about that. A 2-for-1 course where the first part of the course, once you register online, you go straight to my website or the link in my bio, wherever you're watching this, and you click on Melanin Makeup Masterclass. It's going to be the first thing that pops up on my link tree. You purchase your course for $111 up until March 9th. You're going to receive an email from me that is going to give you instructions and information about things that you'll need for our time together that I'll talk about in just a moment. But you're also going to receive a direct link to go to my Academy portal where you'll take advantage of the self-study portion of the course, which is about 45 minutes. You will work through the user agreement, the pre-course quiz, the modules. You'll take your post-course exam, and immediately after passing that exam and completing those modules, you'll receive your CE certificate. That's right. This course has been approved for 2.75 continuing education credits from the Academy for Professional Funeral Service Practice, APFSP. You'll receive that credit for that 45 minutes immediately after finishing that self-study portion of the course. In addition to that self-study portion, which is just jam-packed with information about caring for Black decedents, cosmetic and skincare in the funeral home, you'll also be participating in a live question and answer, full face demo, and course experience or workshop on March 10th. Now, I initially had 50 spots available for this workshop. However, many of you have reached out to me and said, I don't know if I'll be able to register before these spots sell out. I'm down to about 25 spots at this time. And I don't want to miss out on getting this course for $111 because the price is going to go up to $222 after March 9th. So what I've done is committed myself an additional hour and a half of my time. And I've added a second workshop for that date, which will take place at 8:00 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. The first and original workshop will take place from 1:00 p.m. to 2:30 p.m., both Eastern Standard Time. And so because you all have asked not to miss out on this opportunity, I've committed myself to that. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically do our makeup together. You are going to be on a Zoom call doing your makeup. I'm going to be on the other end of the screen guiding you through my processes of color correction, about eyeshadow essentials for both the living and the deceased, managing hyperpigmentation. As Black men and women and melanated people, hyperpigmentation is a reality for many of us. And a lot of us use color correcting or cosmetic tips and tricks to have an even skin tone. However, if I were to take off my concealer right now, you'd probably see the dark patches under my eyes, and sometimes that come from, acne, or sometimes even my moles. You can even see I have a little dark patch right here. So, as a death care professional, how do you manage that? And then, as just a person, how do you take care of that? So, we're going to talk about color theory. We're going to talk about highlighting, contouring, using blush. Again, it's just all a part of an interactive full face demo. We're going to talk about natural versus glamorous makeup and why it's important to understand both of those things. We're going to discuss my 3-step process or method for achieving a natural brow arch using cosmetics like concealers, highlighters, and contours. Contour or bronzers. We're going to do a makeup tool review, things that you need in your essential kit, not only as a death care professional, but also as a person that wears makeup yourself, if that's your thing or something you want to get into. I know makeup can be, or cosmetics can be, in a very intimidating thing, especially when we compare ourselves to others. So we're going to talk about highlighting our natural features or building out our natural features with cosmetics in a way that enhances our beauty, not necessarily, we don't overdo it. It is so strange to me that everyone on the internet does their makeup the same exact way. And I think a lot of times, because that's what we've been programmed to through seeing it on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and TikTok. Sometimes we take those same principles into the embalming room when working with the deceased. However, there's a way to identify what your key features are. Like for me, my key feature is my lips. I have very large, full lips, which I love and I'm so proud of. And there's a way to wear a red lip without making yourself look like a clown, or there's a way to wear a bold eye without it clashing with the rest of your makeup. So we're going to be talking about not only how to achieve that in life, but also how to achieve that with melanated decedents. In addition to those things, we're going to talk about the illusion of creating lips. And through doing that, we're going to address the phenotypic differences that African American and melanated people have universally, like those thicker lips, broader noses, deeper set eyes. Those type of features matter when you're trying to restore someone back to their lifelike appearance. And a lot of times, especially in the funeral home, new professionals tend to over dramatize or over cosmetize decedents, causing them to have more of an animated look as opposed to a natural look. And so we're going to discuss all of those things and much, much more. So again, if this is something that you're interested in, not only did I have the original 50 slots available for March 10th between the hours of 1 and 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, I have about 25 of those spots left, but I've added an additional workshop session from 8 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. when we will address all of this. Again, this is a 2-for-1 special at this point in time for $111. You will receive not only the self-study portion, which is the Black Skin and Cosmetic Care for Death Care Professionals e-course, which you'll take through your own or take on your own through the Academy portal, but you'll also get that workshop, which is about an hour and a half to 2 hours of that full face demo. We'll answer all your questions from the class, and we're just going to have fun and learn from each other. Now, this course is designed to be a safe place for play and for exploration and for learning for everyone. It does not matter whether you are brand new to the industry, whether you are brand new to cosmetics and makeup, or whether you've been doing this for years and you bring a level of expertise that maybe we don't have, or even I don't have. So it's meant to be a community and to build a community, and not only build that community through the workshop, but to offer us up as resources to one another to say, you know what, hey, I have this case, or you're really good at this and I'm really good at that. Let's exchange information and keep this thing going. So if you've taken a course with me in the past, you know that we have a lot of fun. We laugh, cry, joke. We do everything under the sun together. And it is truly a safe space for everyone. I also would like to say that I thank you all so much that have trusted me with this part of your journey through registering already. I hope that you have found the e-course portion of the course or of this package useful, and that you're already implementing those skills and that information into your practice. And if you're on the fence about whether you should join or not, the only incentive that I have for you is that you want to be able to service anyone who walks through your door. As professionals, we know that COVID changed some of the segregation that existed and still exists within our industry. Families are not necessarily limiting themselves to funeral homes that are owned or where people work that look like them or share ethnic or other background and cultural similarities to them. A lot of people are just going with whatever feels right in the moment. And if a family trusts you enough to entrust their loved one into your care, the least you can do as a professional is arm yourself with the knowledge to at least try to give them the best service that you can. So if no one has any questions, I can't really see the Instagram comments right now. Or if you have questions after you watch the replay, simply leave them in the comment section on whatever platform you're watching on. Live life, love hard. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.